You're at school making friends and your biggest concern is your allowance and whether you can get away with not doing your homework today.
You're at high school, you probably had your first heartbreak, or you found the person that you're going to spend the rest of your life with. I know, it's funny. You think you're intelligent enough to take over the world, and you just might be. You're in your gown, you're studying something you're not even sure about, you create lifelong friends, you get your first taste of independence and responsibility. You're in your gown again, ready to take over the world, but you're more cynical this time. You're unemployed, waiting, the friends that you have start to move away, the lifelong friendships you thought you had start to fade, promises to keep in touch start to fall short, but that's just life, right? Welcome to adulthood. I got you a cookie. We also call those taxes around here. My paycheck tastes good. My name's Hajid, I'm a creator, I'm 25, and today I want to talk about loneliness. A study shows that 19% of 16 to 24-year-olds say that they often or always feel lonely. It's believed that our generation, Gen Z, is one of the loneliest, and the effect of loneliness is the equivalent of smoking 15 cigarettes a day. I've never smoked a cigarette in my life, but I might just start smoking just because of that fact. And apparently there's different types of loneliness, 2 of them to be exact. One of them is the emotional loneliness, which I can't relate to because I'm a thug. And then there's the social one. The emotional one is related to not having close, deep, intimate relationships. The social one is feeling like you're not part of a wider community, like your neighborhood basketball team or your neighbor that you always say hi to, but you don't really know. Just whatever it is that makes you part of something bigger. Just make sure it's not a cult though. The reason I made this video is because I've been feeling lonely. I graduated a year and a half ago and I had to flee my home country of Sudan because of the ongoing war situation there. Along with that, all the friends that were around me had to also flee the country, so now we're kind of distributed all around the world. And mental health is definitely a part of it. Feeling lonely isn't something that's new to me, but I think there's this sense of separation that you start to feel once you start to go into your adult life. People start to grow up, they start to switch countries, things just start to change. And I think about it and wonder, is it my fault? Do I not have a good head on my shoulders? Chat, am I tweaking? Because I look around me and it feels like that. It feels like everybody has that group of friends or people where you can see that genuine friendship between them. But I'm somewhere separate, like speaking a foreign language. The idea of a genuine friendship is something that I can't comprehend. And I mean, who needs friends anyway? As long as I have Ocho, Mike Guy, can you see him? Mike Guy, and the figurine of myself. This is all I need. I don't need friends, right? Right? And that's not to say that I've never experienced it, because I have, and there were times where I felt like I was in a group of friends where it just worked. But lately it feels like a little bit of a grasp too far. Like almost there, but not really getting it. I feel like an outsider getting mad because I can't even get into the club. Lego! I look back and remember the times where I was really happy, and I find that I was surrounded by a lot of people and I was smooth sailing and thriving in how I interact socially. Cracking jokes that crack ribs and feeling the love in people. Maybe I tend to assume that people are intentionally disrespecting me at times, and maybe they are at times, but it makes me develop this defense mechanism to kind of just like distance myself from everybody, and over time it just kind of becomes this way that I try to protect myself from, like an extra layer to kind of distance me from being vulnerable and getting hurt. Because man, I've been hurt before. And love is evil. Spell it backwards, I'll show you. Nobody knows me, I'm cold. Walk down this road all alone. It's no one's fault but my own. It's the path I've chosen to go. Man, it's hot. Frozen in snow, I show no emotion whatsoever is so. I don't know. But I do know one thing though. People, they come, they go. Saturday through Sunday, Monday through Sunday, yo. But for real, I think what kind of helped me throughout this is creating good habits. A lot of the time feeling like my life is not together begins a downward spiral that makes me feel worse, and when I'm feeling better about myself and more proud, it makes me more open and happy and enjoy being social. And another one is finding communities, and if you can't find a community, then you can always create one. I've gotten to know people from communities that I created for teaching piano or teaching English, and these are relationships that I appreciate. I don't have all the answers, and usually in my videos I try to end them with something that's hopeful, but I kind of also want to share and just acknowledge how I'm feeling. Pray for my country of Sudan. Pray that I find my way into the club. And I want to send a shout out to all the people who care. I know you're there and I appreciate you. And I just wanted to take a second to kind of express that appreciation that I have. I might have difficulties with actually kind of feeling it, but I'm just going to kind of express that to you. You know yourselves. And to everyone else watching, check on a friend today. You never know who's feeling lonely, and you don't realize how much it means to just check up on someone and ask about how they're doing for the sake of just talking to them. Because I know what it feels like. Thank you for your time. Subscribe to my channel. Let's try to get 1,000 subscribers. And if you want to watch a video about my existential quarter life crisis, then you could press here.